We're here to talk about The Cursed, that originally had a different title, Ape for Silver. Do you think that the new title gives it more of a ominous feel to it, or was Ape for Silver something you think audiences would have gravitated towards?
Gosh, I don't know really. It's a very good question. I guess the cursed is a very direct. It says what it says. It's very clear. It's very direct. And listen, I'm a humble actor. Decisions are way above my pay grade. So I let the grown ups make those big decisions. But hey, the film remains the wonderful same. So I don't mind what they call it.
And you tend to play these menacing, kind of evil characters a lot.
Has been
And this is no exception.
yeah.
So why do you choose those types of roles? What is it about them that you like? What is
Well,
it
it's
specifically about Seamus
I
that you
think,
like?
I think primarily, one of the reasons is that you get to say and behave in certain ways that you would never do in real life. How many times I've read a script and gone, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you're asking me to do or say that, but I can. That's great because it's not real life. I don't know really. I guess I find them interesting. I think I find them interesting primarily because. My job, which I love doing, is going, okay, so this sort of bad dude, let me try and figure out, who the human being is within that. That can be the
Oh.
kind of the fun challenge, and figure out where their humanity is and what makes them do what they do and why do they do what they do. Those are always really fun conversations to have with filmmakers and television storytellers as well because it allows you actually to bring quite a lot to the table, rather than just say, I'm playing someone bad. We are not all good, we are not all bad. The fun stuff
True.
is kind of somewhere in the middle. So, I find it interesting.
Yeah, that is very true. And I like that you get to analyze a little bit this
Yeah,
character. He's not just a baddie. Why is he bad? And that kind of thing. I
yeah,
actually really like that when a character can delve into that a little
yeah.
bit more.
Mm,
Since we're talking filmmaker, talk about Sean. What
yeah.
was it like working with him? What was it? What did he bring to your character for you?
Well, Sean is, my goodness me, director, writer, camera operator, director of photography. I think he probably made my costumes for all I know. But he's a polymath, and you would expect someone like that to be, horrendous to work with because you just think order you around, tell you what to stand, where to stand and what to say and what to do, that couldn't be further from the truth. I think when you're telling any kind of story, be it on screen, on stage, wherever, you're looking to collaborate with people. You're looking to have a dialogue, and that's exactly what Sean is like as a writer director. He's not precious actually about the words that he writes. He trusts his actors. Clearly, he's a superb casting director as well. I would say that, but he trusts his actors to sort of bring their kind of knowledge and understanding and interpretation to the table too. And I think he also really understands that actors need to take ownership in a sense of a character, and so it becomes very much a discussion. And he was open to all and everything as well. He has a clear idea of what he wants, of course, but he's open to collaboration, and that what makes him such a fantastic person to work with. I love him to bits, I really do. And he's such an artist. He's a visual artist bar none. We shot the whole movie on film, and that's what's so thrilling. That we released this movie into the theaters this Friday. I mean, what a privilege for people to get to see the artistry, let alone anything else.
So it is released this Friday, but it actually had its premiere a year ago. So how does that kind of play into the buzz behind the movie?
Hmm.
What people may be expecting now because of what they've heard a year
Yeah,
ago?
I think that's inevitable, but there was the small thing of a pandemic, which let's face it, threw everyone out of whack. And given that this is such a scale of a movie visually to be designed not to be watched on a phone, which would be the most
Mm,
depressing thing. I mean, Dan Craig talked about that with the Bond film.
yeah.
Please don't watch this movie on a phone. Go to a theater and enjoy it in all its kind of visual glory. And so that threw everything out of whack. And what's been so brilliant about LD Entertainment, who made this movie, is that they sort of stuck to their guns really and really believed in the cinematic notion of this picture. And so huge kudos and respect to them. And they backed Sean and the making of this film all the way through. They really did, and that has continued to the point, that we're now 48 hours away from it finally arriving, pandemic notwithstanding, on a huge release in the United States. And that is not only as an actor, but also as a cog in the machine of this story is an undeniable privilege. And so it's a huge thanks to LD that visually it'll be seen in the manner to which it should be.
So with our last minute, how would you describe this film in one word?
Okay, let me think. One word.
One word.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
Ah, okay. All right. So you think audiences are going to love it then?
I think audiences, I want to see some quaking. I want to see some dewy-eyed fear. And I want to see repeat offenders. See it twice. Fill your boots.
There you go. You'll miss stuff the first time, so see it twice.
That's true. That's true of all good stories. All good stories.
Especially the massacre at the beginning.
There you go, which is horrendous. I think you need to see that at least twice to see the true horror of that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time. We're excited for it. I can't wait to see how it does in theaters. Everybody go see The Curse.